Hello, my people. I greet you now. I keep on safe. Oh. Hmm. Today the news when I bring come now the bad Benue or the killings when they happen for Benue, Nigeria. My brother and sister not be small. The killing every day. So in fact, they burn people house. So many things. People they run come out for their house. Farmers all their crops they don't destroy everything. People don't even they run they come up for Benue. The twist one don't they get out of hand. Not just that one, you get some area where they don't they just they attack that area where for Nigeria for Benue. That area now they call Kombe, Logo and Kwada local government. My people, hundreds of people don dey homeless because of the killings wey dey happen for there. One of our brother who go that place recently make e go try help dem solve the problem, do some campaign. Even the people wey dem come support am, you know as our people wicked reach. You know the people wey I dey talk, I no fit mention their name. You know say dem remove dem for office because of say dem go help dem. Why people dey do like this? We go put una for position make una come help us. When una enter position una come dey mistreat us. This killing no be today e start. This bandit no be today. E dey happen for everywhere, even for any express road. If you even dey travel now these days, before you travel you go go pray, you go see the face of God before you travel, because you dey fear say make funali herdsmen no go kidnap you for road. E dey happen for Benin, Lagos Ibadan expressway, Onitsha, different part of the area for Nigeria. Na kidnapping o, bandit o, funali herdsmen. Even for my village sef, people no dey fit dey go farm again because of the killings. Because if they go farm, Fulani herdsmen and those other people, they go attack them for farm. They go rape their wife. They go kill their children. How long all this go continue? Okay, look at Benue now. Now Benue matter make me dey do this life. Every day they kill, they burn people house. People sef don dey homeless. E get person when I wan call now wey go come join this life. He dey on ground, he dey there. He go come tell us more information about wetin dey happen for this Benue, this matter. So make I call the person now, make he come tell us about this Benue stories. Make I call am. My people, now go hear wetin this my brother wan talk. He go even show us some video. My brother, good evening o.
Hello, good evening.
How you dey? How's everything?
Everything is fine.
Abeg, you fit talk loud a bit because I wan make my people hear you. I wan talk about this matter wey dey happen for Benue State. All these killings wey dey happen, since you dey ground for Benue, I wan make you tell me many things about am, because we need to start showing the world. We need to show the world, make dem know wetin we dey Nigeria, wetin we dey pass through, the killing. So many people are crying. Make dem know the pains so that they can come and help us. Please tell us, show us video, tell us things about wetin dey happen for this our country. Abeg, this one na this Benue matter. Since you dey Benue, tell us about things wey dey happen there. Abeg, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much for bringing me to your program. So, well, this Benue matter no be today start. These killings, in short, normally Benue is a very, very good place to farm. But I think like Lagos, you call it the Center for Excellence. Benue is called the food basket of the nation. It's supposed to your phone, because for the audience today, your side, you're supposed to turn up for speaker.
Yes, my brother, now speaker idea. I want me to hear all these things. Abeg, my people, more than no vex say this my brother they speak English. Now him be English international. Ogbege for English. More than no vex. Muna try at least if una no understand, invite me, inbox me, I go tell una wetin the brother they talk for English. My brother, please continue.
So, for us to break it down, we'll start with the history. Now, before colonial intrusion, before the colonial times, that place where they call Benue State right now for central Nigeria, mainly the ethnic group called Tiv, Idoma, and Igede. Now, them, DJ. Now, this community, they just like they be like the Igbo community. They decentralized village structures, right? So they practice agriculture. You understand, in their small ways. You understand, they'll bring and come market, people come around, buy them, and so on and so forth. Now, the form of government where they get that time now age grids system and chiefs and clan, just like many of all these tribes normally for Nigeria. So they help them, they settle problems, communal land issues, that's when issues they, you understand?
Yes.
Now, though the Fulanis they come there sometimes during that time, but because of this fly, you understand, which no be very good for the cattle, they not feel stay there. So because of that, their interaction with the local farmers they're very minimal. Because they have to move away from there because during the rainy season, if a fly touches them, bites them and all that, the chances that they'll die is much. Now, they have reforms of settling because the real issue where they're on ground right now, land issue, that's just the truth. So that's just the problem. And you get one perspective I would also mention. Many of these things, now some of the indwellers, 90 Kosa. Now, you go hear some of these chiefs, they talk say, or rather, you hear some of the Fulanis, they talk say they settle the chiefs before they enter the land. And that's another thing the government need to look into.
Now, that one not really that they call bribe, my brother. The chief don't collect bribe now. So what do you expect?
So,
as they don't collect bribe now, they fit come do anything. So it's not a problem.
Yes, so before they enter there, so that's why sometimes they feel they get in their head. We don't already pay for the crops where they displace.
Yes, now before call.
So for me, I believe in logical reasoning, not just coming to say this is happening, that is happening. Because a man, because he's the chief or the head of the community or the oldest person, that's basically the person in charge of the community. You know these people are dangerous. They could destroy the livelihood of the people in your city. But it's not your concern. Because they're giving you some sum of money. They are free to roam around. And then they start eating people's crops. And when the people get angry and react, it turns to war.
You kill them, you beat them, you burn their farm, burn their house.
So at the end, but at the end, as much as the Fulanis are the one doing it, what about the man that they paid before they entered into that place?
All of them, now one rope tie them. Now one rope tie them, my brother.
So when in conflict resolution, right, if you want to resolve this, you have to start from there.
Yes.
Because the truth is, if the elders of that land, for example, the Tiv land, just an example, don't collect the money, they won't enter into that place. So who is ready to blame? Is it the Fulanis? I'm not for cursing.
My brother, wait till you talk so. Now I want to ask you one question. You mean say they see bribe some people like our, I don't want to mention place. Not be only this place if they happen. This killing and so many things. If they happen, even my man self, he farm when he farm. You understand? My husband, he farm when he farm. Now so all those who they let them go clear the bush and everything. I know how much he put for inside that farm. What will happen? Everything destroy. What you so I don't so meaning now all this.
It's something that touches everybody.
Everybody.
It touches everybody.
Yes.
So
continue, sir.
We've had cases of, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, there was a man, maybe that should be either 2021 or 2022, a man living in the US came, bought a very large expanse of land, that was in the West. He was in his farm. This man came, let me come and invest in my country. The Fulanis killed him in his farm.
Can you imagine?
So this thing has to be settled once and for all. And you will now say foreign people, you say, hey, come and invest in your country. Was that not somebody that came to invest in the country?
They just buy him.
Dead.
Buy him, they kill him. So you expect say people oga no vex and I no wan cut you short. You expect say people wey know that man when they don't see their age, maybe they see their outside, they come back to Nigeria cause say they wan come invest. It not fit happen.
So it's not for us to say, you see, there's no man, there's a lot of peace knowing that you are with your people, your color, blacks.
Exactly.
Right? So there's no man that is outside that would prefer being outside if his country, maybe Nigeria, was fine. No. But they have done their best and nothing is happening and they decide to relocate and all that. Many of them are not even too happy where they are. They are shocked. They're basically living like slaves.
My brother, what do you expect? As the country not let them stay, they not go wrong come out.
They have to look for for greener pastures.
Yes,
now somebody that decided to come and retire. Okay, let me get this one in.
They kill him.
That man was staying in the US. For Christ's sake, he would have bought that same land somewhere in the US, but he decided to do it. Now imagine, I know that man had at least 100 workers. All those people have lost their job automatically. And the government keep going around saying, hey, we need jobs. We need investment. Those that are outside should invest in the country.
Invest waiting.
An enabling environment.
Okay, wait. What you talk just now? I need to bring this one. You say, man, they need make they come invest. First of all, you want come country, no light, no road, no transportation. Now when they produce fuel, yeah, the fuel will not they you see and they use. In fact, I would like come to that kind of place to come and invest.
The man is fighting for his land. They will take it to the same government and say, come and invest. They will take their land for him and tell him there's nothing he can do.
Thank you.
And that's the way it becomes. Actually, there's nothing that happens. So, it's not, see, if the enabling environment is there, people will naturally come. You don't need to go around and solicit for it. It will come. You will see people relocating back. I know several persons that move as in blacks, that's black Americans now. People that grew up, these are not like Nigerians that maybe Yoruba Americans or, like moved. These are black Americans that are relocated to countries like Kenya and countries like Ghana. Why would they rather go to those countries? And of course, when they are going, they are coming with the real money to invest.
So why they not go those kind countries? No verse. If you go Ghana now, Ghana get light. Everything, their roads is still good. So,
so I tell people, they don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. So if you want people to come into the country and invest, create an enabling environment.
Okay.
Naturally, Africa is a virgin place. There are many reasons why people would rather prefer Nigeria to Ghana or Kenya or Uganda.
Yes.
So, but if they choose now not to come there, right, then there's a problem. Some Nigerians are even thinking of leaving the US and probably retiring. Would prefer going to Kenya than go to their own country. So, in a nutshell, this is an avenue for us to work on ourselves. Right? It's an avenue. Let's also work on ourselves. We are talking about these are people. Now we are talking about what happened to the locals. But this is affecting every fiber. Well, we can even take it to another part. Why are people talking about agitation? Because they see the way these guys are moving recklessly, making life difficult for people. That's the reason why people are saying they want to break away. This one, Yorubas will say they want to break away. Even to say they want to break away. Even these Benue guys to say because of all this. Now, when the people say they want to break away, you're angry with them. But you're not dealing with things from the root. It's an African way of doing things. If there's a problem, ask why. What is the cause of the problem? How can I solve the problem? And not cutting is just like you know that a tree is bad. You decide to cut it off from the head instead of finding out the reason why it is that way. Right? Finding the cause of the problem and then give a lasting solution.
My brother, what you talk, you even they talk that one. Not be people still go that same Benue. The one go up. What did they do to the people?
Exactly.
What did they do to them? I beg. What did they do to them?
The truth is, the country is ill. The country is ill. The fabrics of hope, right, in Nigeria is decaying every day. It seems to be getting worse.
By the minute.
So it's actually, this is not just a conversation for one day, it's a holistic conversation. But all these are coming up from the Benue situation. This is what's happening in Benue. How do we find a solution to it? Let us understand that this is a problem. Look, if you have a cattle, stay in your place. Get a land. If you have enough money to have 100 cattle, then it means you should have money to buy land and then train them.
Yes.
Put them there and train them.
Like
become a user.
Okay, no verse. I want to tell you something. If you go some as in not Nigeria, Europe and other parts, you know they see their cow for their this thing for road. You go see their cow, e dey one land, grass, everything they plant. And this place when I talk now, they get winter. Yes, they prepare crops when their animal go eat during winter. How many months they get summer? But you know they say their animal, they waka for road, they go, or waka enter somebody farm, go they eat their crops. It's not done. It's not done.
You know, this for me came out from the fact that some persons feel that their cattle is more valuable than another human being.
Yes, now. They feel kill their, they talk, they feel kill human being instead of their cattle.
Yeah, so until the government makes it, in short, a crime for your cattle to be moving along the road. It's just like, for example, in Europe.
Yes.
If your dog goes and bites somebody, you're in trouble.
You go pay. You go pay. What do you talk just now? Now really talk. See, my brother, wait. Wait. When you just talk more important thing, I need to talk about them. I want to make them talk. My people, maybe now this one we need to come talk. Make government, make law say taking your cow, they waka up and down na crime. If they say you carry your cow, either you pay fine or make people kill the cow, chop am, or what do you think?
Yeah, that's just it. Until it becomes like that. That any cow that is being seen along the road becomes a government cow. Yes. Anybody can kill it and eat it.
Eat it. Or you carry your cow, go somebody farm, make them kill am, eat am too. Because that farm not be your farm. If you want train cow, prepare grass. When your cow go eat, now so that they do for Europe country. Their cow, they get grass when they buy, or they get farm. During winter, they will start to they will plant grass.
You get grass in your land and do that.
Yes.
You plant. If what you have is not enough, you buy.
Yes, right? You buy or you plant. Now what did they do? Oh no, see, wait, make I tell you. Do you say now another form of business with that? For Africa.
Funny enough, there are several.
Okay, wait, you get what I talk. Now another form of business for us, for Africa. Then those grasses, if people can start farming grasses and start shipping it to those people that train cow. I they talk wrong thing.
Exactly. The Benue guys can gather their grasses and then ship it.
Ship it to them.
Funny enough, right? There are other food that you can give the cows and they will grow better than they grow in Nigeria. I've been to other countries. I've been to places in Europe. You see how fat their cattle are because it's not just grass.
That's also grass that they give them now. They're only grass.
Another form of nutrition that will give you even more. There's the nutrition you give that will give you to weight. There's the nutrition that will give that will give you more beef. There's the nutrition you give to it that will make you have milk, more milk, and so on and so forth. No. But you're not thinking of this.
Lie.
Right?
My brother.
If you can imagine how much seeds these guys get when these things are in one place and then they're able to extract the milk and everything. So there is need for it. In short, the truth is that what is being run right now is like a Eloide.
I'm here. They hear you, Oga. Continue.
What is being run right now is like a business on the should I call it a roadside business? Yes. Like a Mishai. That's what they call it.
Yes.
Like a Mishai. This is supposed to be a business that will be $1 billion business. Right? But it's being run like they just get the meat. And they waste all the resources around the cow. So it's been myopic. It's like you are getting 5% of what you're supposed to get from your cow.
Yes.
We are getting synthetic milk when we can get real milk from these things. So anyway, that's a discussion for another day.
Another day.
The truth is, all these things lie in the hands of the government.
So
why would a man plant crops, spend like 500,000, 1 million, 10 million on his acres of land? Somebody just enters into the land and eat up everything.
Then when the man talk, they go kill the man, kill your wife, kill your children, Joanna.
Then you that have the cow now makes the profit. It doesn't make sense. And then when people talk, you sweep everything under the carpet. The the president is coming. You start trying to mop up everything. Shouldn't he come and see the damage that is done? The president is going there. He's going there with an entourage as if he's going for a party. Or he's going to open up a manufacturing plant. The truth is that Nigeria is sick.
My brother, this one our first life for this channel, Sharp Space. All those bad things when they do, I go they expose them from now on. I go open their nyash, make I talk like that more here. I go open now, they go they hear. Because all this carry convoy, carry this, buy this. When people they suffer, there's a lot I'm going to be talking about in this channel. Imagine no road. Do you know all this? I don't want to bring all this topic on my side. Do you know that these some people they transfer year to year, they go say they pay 5,000 naira for transport. If there's a road, bicycle or scooter, or we take them to those places. All this on another day topic. My brother, not verse. Continue. My body they pepper me. I dey verse. Innocent people they die every day. People dey homeless. People not get where they sleep. No food to eat. For their own country, they don't become slave. Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? Nigeria, wake up.
Okay, so let me break down some things before I leave. The question now is, since that was the structure, when I started, I talked about the initial structure of the people around that region.
Yes.
Right? So what changed? The truth is that the structure changed from 1900 to 1960. Because with the colonial structure, Benue changed significantly. First, the British, of course, they were the ones that colonized Nigeria, now introduced cash crops. So it was no longer this farm to take care of myself. It was now crops like cotton and granules, right? That was now being produced. Also, the legal system changed. So it was now the colonial system that was ruling, right? That was what was reigning, and so it basically removed that structure of age group land settlement and so on and so forth. So it was basically using the colonial native land laws to govern the people, right? Now, there was also a demographic shift. As northern Nigeria experienced desertification, desertification is when a place that used to be very fertile start turning to a desert. Let me use it in layman terms. So you now see the Fulani herders That's the Fulani cattle raiders started migrating down south.
I dey hear you, my brother.
Now, but the colonial framework restricted their settlement, pushing them into marginal spaces, increasing frictions in the host communities, and that was really problem. Another thing, again, was
Wait,
that the
Oga,
colonial
please
root
wait,
system.
wait. The phone don fall, abeg come o. Come. Oga, come o. They go cut and throway na abi? The topic don long. All this but when we dey talk, they will remove my face and be showing picture, right? They'll be showing videos about the killings and everything, right? I'm talking to you, I know worry.
I understand. I didn't want to talk now.
So, continue, my brother, continue.
So, the colonial road system increased the human mobility as people could move further and further. So we saw that because of this, the desertification of the northern, the northern part of Nigeria, the desert encroachment, people started going down, and that's why the Fulanis, you need to see them calm down. Of course, people have different concepts to it, but following, if you want to be more objective, that's how it happened. Now, well, after the Nigerian independence, social factors began to affect. Social factors began to creep in. Like we saw a booming population, land became scarcer for them to rear their animals, especially the fertile river valley. So farmers expanded into traditional grazing routes, leading to dispute. Again, there was also northern security. The Sharia riots of the early 2000s, coupled with the rise of Boko Haram, displaced thousands of Fulani herders from northern states. Many moved southward into Benue, increasing competition of the land. You see it?
Yeah.
Because of all these issues, a lot of them had to move south.
Yeah.
So to protect farmers farmers in Benue State in 2017, Benue had an anti-open grazing law. But I think that they are not implementing that law 100%. And that's where the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Many times it's not just about making a law, it's about implementation. The Benue State government passed a law banning open grazing. While well-intended, the law sparked violent clashes between herders and farming communities. Herders saw it as displacement. Farmers viewed it as a protection of their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
The law led to several violent incidents, drawing national and international attention. Critics argue that lack of enforcement alternatives, poor communication, and politicization of ethnic entities worsened the situation. Right? Enforcement has been the problem. And I think for enforcement, that's now another conversation again. The state policing system, because you need the state police to enforce laws like this. But that's another.
When police don't collect, sorry,
right?
make I not talk with you, I want be talk. I say if they don't settle our black people, what do you expect? Black man for uniform. What do you expect? What did they go do?
Beg. So right now, the major problem we are having is enforcement of the grazing, the anti-open grazing law, which is something the government has to look into. The main drive of this problem is actually economic and political. Though some persons believe that religion and ethnicity serve as a powerful tools for this, but it is mainly a political and economic issue. So for me, I would want to stop here. Time would not permit for me to break it down. But
Yeah, thank you,
this
my
has always been,
brother.
yeah, this is it. So for us, if we want to put everything in a nutshell, I'll tell you seriously, the government has failed.
100%.
And that's where all this is happening. That's
Yes.
because it's the number one duty of the government is to provide security and stability, peace for the common man, and not put one above the other. When you put one in the above, or you put one above the other, it becomes like like an animal kingdom, like George Orwell said in his book. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And then, of course, the animal kingdom only exists where? In a jungle. So they might not know how bad this is. They are turning the country into a jungle.
Yeah.
So people start looking for means to protect themselves when the government is failing. Again, when things fall apart, as Shima said, people are going to end up looking for ways to protect themselves. And they themselves, that think that they protected themselves from that, will be victims when it comes. Because how much protection can you give yourself? Because even the people who are meant to protect you will turn against you. So, it's a system that would not work. I hope they have an opportunity to hear this and understand that they are actually shooting a gun at themselves. So the earlier they do this, it is better. The earlier they do it, the better for both the people and them themselves.
Thank you, my brother.
Now, if you look at it as a first glance, anyone will want to tell you that what is happening right now is religious or ethnic conflict. However, I'll tell you, like I said, it is actually an economic and political issue. Why am I saying it? Let's look at it. Identity lines. Farmers in Benue are predominantly Christians, especially the Tea, the Doma, and the Gede, and these are the main people. Why the Fulani herders are largely Muslims, you see. So the identity divide has allowed the conflict to frame into sectional terms, whereby they now feel like it is a religious stuff. Thus, it has heightened the tensions and justified violence. You see it. Now, another thing is weaponizing identity. Politicians, especially during elections, exploit these divisions. Like you said, the governor, you know that there was a bloodbath here.
Mm-hmm.
The president is coming and then you are gathering people to dance and then jump for it. Like they're having a road show. He's coming to open a project or a stadium.
The who cook rice, clean everywhere, make everywhere fine, as if everything they work well. Whereas nothing they work well. I beg, it is well.
The northern elites are often accused of defending and shielding the Fulani herders' interests. One, either for ethnic loyalty or political advantage, or perhaps because these guys might actually be their boys. They might actually be the owners of the herd. And the Fulani herders are actually just helping to take care of their cattle. In contrast, the middle belt and southern leaders position themselves as protectors of the local community, defending land rights and calling for stricter anti-grazing laws. But if you ask me, I will still tell you that they are not effecting it very well, because if they did, I don't know why a stranger would have more power than you in your own land.
They don't settle them. Now, so the people that are supposed to protect them has been settled. So what do you expect? So
no. The truth is, most of the time, frankly, the people I feel that have been settled, I don't know how it works there, but deep down, when you go into the southwest, or maybe the Midwest, the people that have been settled are not actually the state leaders, but the community leaders. And community leaders don't carry weapons. You get it? So anyway, I'm just my perspective anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, despite how we look at it, right? Local violence will quickly be labeled as an attack on a religion or tribe. But the truth is the underlying conflict is about land, water, and survival. Personally, and not belief systems. Both the farmer and herders are victims of systemic neglect, climate change, and resource scarcity.
If we continue, this matter is long well, we no go finish today. What we need to do now is, what are the way out of this problem? All this killing. Wetin be the way? Wetin we go do?
It's a long, like you know, we've been talking. If we want to go deep, this is not. We just had an interim. We could actually go deeper than this. Okay. But one thing I can say for sure, it's the government